And welcome to the pitch at Everett High School. Amp Harrell here with you, joined by Todd Elvig, Sarah Elvig, assistant producer tonight, as the Bulldogs of Mount Vernon make a rare trip down here to Everett High for some non-district, non-conference basketball, the tune-up to get us set as the season is underway. Everett started out with a rough performance against the Seattle Prep team, but still, this is a squad that's learning and rounding itself into form as we get closer to conference play. Checking your starters as we go, but STSPN, of course, presented by Les Schwab Tires of Snohomish County. Also want to thank our other sponsors, including Adrenaline Fundraising, American Family Insurance, Sally Petty Agency of Monroe, Bickford Ford, Mike and Jason Bickford taking care of things out there. New sponsor, Grit Handcrafted Wood, the proud parent sponsor, the Larson Brothers with Grit Handcrafted Wood. Home Comfort Alliance of Snohomish and King County. McDaniel's Do It Best Hardware, an STSTN sponsor since 2010. Monster Energy Drink, the U.S. Military, Army, Navy, and Marines. And, of course, Jeff Matson and Company with the Washington Officials Association. Amp Harrell here with you up above the court here at Everett High, one of our favorite places to go. Mount Vernon in the all-black uniforms with the green trim and the white numbers.
Number 10 for the Bulldogs.
We're checking their starters. Looks like we've got Baron Dorsey, Xavier Nyans, Michael Johnson, Quinn Swanson.
For the Gulls, number 10,
and looks like Shuku, Isaiah White, I believe Muhammad Juma out there, Ty Bloomfield, and I think Sam Lawless will complete the starting five for the Gulls. And
42.
Lucas Johnson will round it out for Mount Vernon. Again, Dorsey, Nyans, Johnson, Michael Johnson, that is, Lucas Johnson, and Quinn Swanson for Mount Vernon, the Bulldogs in the all-black. Everett comes in with Shuku, Isaiah White, Muhammad Juma, Ty Bloomfield, and Sam Lawless in the white uniforms, navy numbers and lettering, and gold trim. Let's step aside for a break. When we come back, the opening tap on STSPN. Back to it here. Center's tap is won by Shuku, and straight to the rack and score. Isaiah White with the bucket, and it's 2-0 Gulls. Big and physical, this Mount Vernon squad. Three from the corner, can't go. Offensive board, knifing to the bucket. In, then out. The miss from Baron Dorsey, and a whistle and a foul. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, we got a hit from 42, Lucas Johnson. So we get Lucas and Michael Johnson out there. Lucas, 42. He is 6'7". Kind of hard to miss him. Michael Johnson wears number 3. 2-0. Gulls with the lead in the basketball. Just underway. Trying to set something up back door. Interesting tap for Isaiah White, but he couldn't get it to go. Good defense by the Bulldogs. Mount Vernon coming down from Skagit County. Trying these backdoor cuts and wing threes, and that one works. I believe that was Xavier Nyans. 3-2 visitors. Wallace sets a screen. Carrying in. That was a man's move. Ty Bloomfield with a finish, and it's 4-3. Undersized, the name of the game for the Seagulls. Quick snap three, right wing, good. Back-to-back jacks. And that was Xavier Nyans again. He has all of the points, I believe, for this Mount Vernon squad. Long two, no good for Lawless. Tapped out of bounds. Could have been a foul there. Out of bounds off the Bulldogs. Mount Vernon crowd didn't agree. I can't say I disagree with their disagreement. Mount Vernon crowd proudly displaying the stars and stripes over there. Circus shot, no, for Muhammad Juma. And away go the Bulldogs up two. We'll pick 1 on 4. Basket and 1. Quinn Swanson saw just a crack of daylight and went straight to the rack. Foul is on Lawless. Got to be careful there. I know it's just the first foul, but first things first, they've changed the rules for fouls and free throws. No more 1-and-1. I believe it's a 5-foul-a-quarter reset. Up and good. Swanson completes the old school 3, 9-4 visitors. Other thing to consider is, well, Mount Vernon only has a 10-man rotation here, but they got a lot more bigs. 3 forced up, no good for Isaiah White. Stolen away, though. White jumped the passing lane. 2 on 3, knifing through. Beep, beep. Isaiah White cuts into the lead. It's 9-6. White is a baller. Johnson trying to create his own screen. Swings back out. Swanson, ankle breaker. Got it, and the foul. This is going to be physical tonight. I don't even want to go with the 80s song lyric reference. This is just beating and banging. Quinn Swanson doing big man stuff. 6'2" and a senior. Completes the old school 3. He's got 2 of them. 12-6 Bulldogs. Near wing, White. Man-to-man defense all the way. Backs into the corner, and we'll try it again. Shot clock at 13. Driving in, White, back spin, floater go. Looks like right now this team's going to go about as far as Isaiah White can carry them. 12-8. Gulls
had
trail.
the player of the game before.
Free ball up, no. Missed by Michael Johnson. Spin move, help defense comes over. They'll get it back to White. White contested 3, hand in his face. He don't care. He don't care. Isaiah White. He's got 9 points in the quarter. In, then out. Free throw line, then a kick. 3 on the way. Nyans rends the cup and goes in. That's a third triple. It's been 3 threes and 2 baskets and 1. That's been the offense for the Bulldogs. Isaiah White going to slow it down. In, then the spin. Dishes off. Juma, baseline drive, no. Whistle foul. He's going to go to the line for 2. Clock stop, 4:28 to go. We're broadcasting in crystal clear 4K. Not just HD, but 4K on STSPN. Proud to bring you Wesco action. Foul is the second on the big fella Lucas Johnson. He may come out. Free throw up, no good for Muhammad Juma, and in come the subs. A couple of them. They'll bring in Moises Lucatero for the big fella Lucas Johnson. Another sub checked in, and Caden Sokol. Free throw in, then out. Missed them both. Rebound for Xavier Nyans, and off go the Bulldogs. Quick strike 3, left wing, no. Offensive board. Sokol pulls it down, whips it right back out to Swanson. Pull-up jumper contested. Good defense by Shuku there. In, then short porch left side. Isaiah White decides to reset with Ty Bloomfield. Straight away, Lawless. Dumps this one off. Shuku pulls the trigger. Can't get it to go. Board comes away to Nyans for Mount Vernon. Only a 4-point lead here for the Bulldogs. Nice spin dish to the cutter. Wrong team. Lucatero. Wide open, just knitting a sweater out there, but Swanson couldn't get it to go, and it's out of bounds to the Gulls. Good opportunity here into the game. Mauricio Garcia Luna.
Number 4, Mauricio Garcia Luna.
I think Garcia Luna will sub in for Lawless.
And in
Just 2 fouls aside here.
Dylan Jacobs.
Dylan Jacobs snuck in there for the Bulldogs. Did not see him check in. He wears 0. Drive, then force. Shot up, no. Foul, yes. Free throws coming up for the Gulls. They are going to have to earn these. Down 4, but Bulldogs just playing a lean on you kind of game. But they're unafraid of the long ball. Free throw. Got it. Good look for Mohamed Juma. Juma 5'6", a senior point guard. Got them both. Juma cuts the lead now to 2. 15-13. Mount Vernon, the lead in the ball. 3 and change left in the first. Up to the corner. Jacobs. Dished off Sokol. Straight away now for Swanson. Drive, then kick. Knocked away. Offensive board, though. 3 up and good. Wasn't an offensive board, just a recovery. Swanson gets his first 3-point basket after a couple of baskets and 1. Jumper, no good. Forced up there by Wallace. 3 ball, quick strike, rims the cup, no. Wallace gets the board. Wallace, Garcia Luna. White, triple teamed, dishes off. Avoided the 3-second violation as well. Bulldogs to reset it here. Down the lane, nice no-look dish. Shot up, no. Foul, yes. 2 shots upcoming. We'll reset your lineups out there right after the first free throw. At the line, Moises Lucatero. Lucatero, a 6'3" junior forward. First free throw is good. Lucatero's first points of the day. Out goes Nyans. In returns Johnson. Johnson, Lucatero, Sokol. Along with, as that one goes as well. Waiting for a player to turn around. Quinn Swanson and a player to be named later. Whistle and a stoppage of some sort. Does not appear to be a foul. Oh, other player out there is Dylan Jacobs for Mount Vernon. For the Gulls, White and Garcia Luna. Bloomfield, Juma, and directly in front of me, Shuku. 7-point lead, Mount Vernon. Under 2 to play in the first. Clobber foul. That was a little dangerous for the Mount Vernon Bulldogs. Well, as a whack from Caden Sokol. That's his second, team's 4th. 3 fouls against the Everett Seagulls. At the line, Mohamed Juma. 2 points, all the hard way. Make it 3 the hard way. Sub will check in for the Gulls. Daniel Bekele will check in, replacing Ty Bloomfield. That one spins the cup, gets the scenic route, and goes 4 points for Mohamed Juma, 20-15. Mount Vernon. Driving, scooping, scoring. Nifty play, Michael Johnson. 22-15. Looking it over, Juma. Pumps, then gives it up. White on the drive, high off the window. Isaiah White, that puts him in double figures. Near side, pump fake, then a drive. Euro step. Nifty footwork there from Michael Johnson. Dishes off, shot up, no good from Vernon Dorsey. White in the open floor, 1-on-3, advantage White. Isaiah White with 13 points, and it's 22-19. Left wing Johnson gives that one up to Swanson. Swanson, the long lob. Back out, wide open. 3. Quinn Swanson, 2 threes and 2 baskets in 1. Busy first quarter for the Dogs. Speaking of which, last I heard, the UW Dogs doing well in Vegas. Turnover, then scooped back up. Good job by White to avoid stepping on somebody, but he throws it away. Lucatero with the pick. 10 seconds left, shot clock turned off. Drive, then kick. 3 on the way, short. Taken away by the Gulls. 3 seconds, dish. White sets his feet, 3. Bottom of the well! And that'll do it for the first quarter. 25-22. Seagulls trail by a triple. Back after this on STSPN.
Hey there, laddie. Do you have a fallen tree or a forgotten log? Do you have some old wood planks that'll have a story you'd like to tell? Great. They'll mill it, prepare it, and finish the wood for your unique project. Let them take your storied old wood and turn it into a world-class piece of art. Grit, handcrafted, is something that will be treasured for a lifetime.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
Back to work on STSPN. Start of the second quarter. Everett on a furious rally. They've cut the lead to 25-22. Lead was at least 7 at one point. Been all Isaiah White, though, 16 points for Everett. Ball fake, drive, nice dish, but out of position. Jacobs rotates and gives it up. Dagger jumper up and good. Michael Johnson, he had 2 in the first. He's got 4 now. Nyans with 9, Swanson 12, Lucatero with a pair. 27-22, rise and fire, my heavens! Isaiah White has 19 points, and we're about 30 seconds into the second quarter.
Who's a player?
Foul, that's a push. It's on Daniel Bukele. 27-25. Mercy. Broadcast brought to you by Les Schwab Tires of Snohomish County, presenting sponsor since 2021, doing the right thing in our community. And after that foul, in line out of bounds, length of the floor to go for the Dogs. Bulldogs, that is. Poked away in the open floor, picked up and drawing the foul, Quinn Swanson. A little bit of an exaggerated pirouette, and that's the second foul on a hustling Bukele. Excuse me, the third foul. I missed one. Third foul of the quarter as well on the Everett Seagulls. Bukele checked out. Lineup is 1, 2, and 3. So Shuku, White, and Juma. 4 out there as well. Garcia Luna. And player to be named later, that would be number 10, Ty Bloomfield. Baseline drive, jumper short, left it short. Dorsey, hands all over like the Maroon 5 album. 3, no from the corner. Rebound taken away by the Bulldogs. Hassling Michael Johnson, he'll get it out of trouble. Near side, 3 ball, quick strike, bottoms. Bottoms for Xavier Nyans. By my math, that's his 4th long ball of the game. He's got 12 points. Back the other way, short 3, taken away by Quinn Swanson. Near side, all alone. 3, no. 2 wide open. Knocked away to the end line. Out of bounds off the Gulls. No good play goes unpunished. Juma goes to the floor to try and save it with a fingertip and rolls out of bounds. Good hustle by Muhammad Juma. 5'6" senior point guard. 5-point lead. Mount Vernon with the ball in line out of bounds right.
Yeah, just leave it alone.
Right. Fading away, no. And taken back by Isaiah White. White up the floor. Drives underneath. Post, then dishes off. Shuku fading and scoring. Shuku's first point of the day. 6'5" senior wing. Cuts this thing back to 3. Hang around, Everett. Drive and a travel. Travel the call. You don't see that very often in modern basketball. But good defense. Seagulls just hanging around and pestering and finding a little bit of mo. Juma inbounds to White, and away we go. Under 6 to play in the first half. No fouls on Mount Vernon, but not a whole lot of scoring to show for it. Foul across the way. Foul is on Nyans. His first, team's first of the quarter. Still 1, 2, 3, and 4 out there. Shuku, White, Juma, and Garcia Luna. Fed underneath. And a foul called against Xavier Nyans. Bloomfield standing just out of my field of view, screened by the Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game shirt. I am, after all, a company man.
That's right.
Sub checks out in Xavier Nyans. A little bit of foul trouble, his second. He is replaced by Dylan Jacobs for Mount Vernon. Always good to get a Skagit County team on the air. 3-ball, no. Isaiah White is human, apparently. He does miss from time to time. Fed out, then in. In, then out. 3, up and good. Another dagger from Quinn Swanson. He's got 15, and we've got a 30-second timeout on the floor. Let's take this one as well. Back after this on STSPN.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back, and, you know, that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
We're not here to take part. We're here to take over. I am the beast.
Back to action from the pit at Everett High School. Camp Harrell here with you. Fed inside. Double team on White. Looks for help. Help comes. Broomfield takes it up and in. Bloomfield with the basket against some contact. Cuts it back to 4. Right wing side for Mount Vernon. Leading by 4. Corner 3, rims out, taken away. Shuku goes up the ladder, 6'5". He also had the opening jump in this one. Finds Juma jumping up the floor. His first basket, he's got 6 points. Lead is back to 2 here at Joe Richer Court. Camp Harrell, Todd Elvig along for the ride. Inside then flipped back near wing. Michael Johnson. Nyans in a little foul trouble. 3 on the way, no. Tapped up, taken back, rebound, Lucatero. Drive, score! Swanson, that's his first 2-point basket that didn't have a foul attached to it. Quick strike 3, no good off the iron and taken away by Quinn Swanson. 4-point lead. Mount Vernon looking to extend. 360, no. That didn't look right from Swanson. Halfway home in the second quarter. Kicked out, 3-ball, near side, no. Taken away, Lucatero. Lucatero and Swanson out there. Right side to Johnson. Swanson drives the lane. Spinner won't go. And out of bounds stays with Mount Vernon. No subs just yet. Sub will check in for Everett. Stephen Post will see the floor for the first time. A senior guard named Post at 6'2".
Entering for the Gulls, number 32, Stephen Post.
Fed back. Get it over is Johnson. Drive, flip, score. When in doubt, use the window. 6-point lead for Mount Vernon. Very early season test for both of these boys' programs here tonight. Shuku hesitates. Gives that one off. Bloomfield underneath. Has it whacked away. Baron Dorsey with the active hands. Left side drive. Score. Baron Dorsey just flying down the floor. 8-point lead. Slowing it up is Isaiah White with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Podcast also brought to you by American Family Insurance, Sally Petty Agency of Monroe, and Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue. Fadeaway 2, no good, taken away by Mount Vernon. Up the floor with it is Swanson. 8-point lead for the Bulldogs. Attack 2, no. Rebound taken back by Jacobs. Lob straight away. Skipping down the lane, Swanson with the bucket. I believe he's got 19 on the night. 10-point lead, largest lead of the night, I think, for Mount Vernon. Pulling away here in the second. 2:10 left in the first half. Post on the attack. Gives that one up. Double team on White. Kicks straight away. There's a three. Mohamed Juma knocking the bottom out of the peach basket.
I like that.
Thank you. For those who don't know, that's actually how they used to play. They had a bottom in a peach basket. They had to retrieve the ball after every made basket.
That'd make for a long game.
Yes, it would. Lots of ladders. Driving in and scoring there. I think that was actually Lucatero. Michael Johnson was in the area, but I'll give it to Lucatero anyway. About 90 seconds to go in the first half. 9-point game. Shuku, 3, downtown, got it! Shuku's got 5. Timely basket. On the attack right side, Swanson, guarded by Post, lobs that one across to no one in particular. He was looking for Johnson, who was getting face guarded. Legally, of course. 43-37. Post with it, left wing, gives back to Juma, whistle stopping play. And he made the goaltending signal. I don't quite know what that was. Was the net not fixed?
I didn't see.
And now a timeout on the floor. Let's see if this is a full. I believe it is a full, so we'll take it as well. 43-37, Everett trails, minute 8 in the first half on STSPN.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back. And, you know, that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
This is Witch Doctor requesting immediate hot extract.
Here on the team, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else on the boat.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters. Back to it out of the timeout. Minute 8 left in the first half.
Broadcast brought to you by Les Schwab Tires of Snohomish County. Also by new sponsor Grit Handcrafted Wood, the proud parent sponsor. Home Comfort Alliance of Snohomish and King County, and McDaniel's Do It Best Hardware, STSPN sponsor since 2010. Free from the corner, the turnaround variety, couldn't get it to go. Good job by Bloomfield to slam on the brakes and not foul anybody there. Knocked into the backcourt. It was a tipped ball, so no over and back. Michael Johnson drives the lane, the little fadeaway. That was a harder shot than it looks, folks. Makes it a 45-37 lead. 35 seconds left. Shot clock at 20 seconds now. Lobbed across. Bloomfield. 3-ball. No. Rebound taken away, and they'll rush it up the floor with Johnson. 1-on-1. Spins and scores. Johnson's got 10. 18 seconds left. First half. Into the lane and given off. To the corner. Shuku. 3. No. Taken away with 10 seconds. One more chance for Mount Vernon. Stops, floats, no. 4 seconds left, a chance to rush one here. Shuku just heaved it. That's out of bounds. Are they going to put a little bit of time on the clock? Mount Vernon wants a second back. Let's see. And Bloomfield's already headed to the locker room. They're going to have to go get Ty. Here he comes. Got to go 1 second on the clock. So a chance to lob it in and fire. Oh, they're going. Okay, they initially had 1/10 of a second on the clock. That would have been interesting. You don't have enough time to actually do anything.
Well, we had 0.6 the other night, and at Jackson.
There's the three-quarter court heave. He basically grazed iron. That was a good use of that 1 second. But
absolutely.
We'll go to the locker room with a 10-point game. 47-37. Everett trails at home against Mount Vernon. We'll have some totals to get to. Halftime stats coming up after this on STSPN. Golly gee shucks.
Come with us. The new generation. The next level. Sending it big.
You're in for a good run. Let's go.
Come with us to the track, to the trails, to the slopes, to the surf, to the fight, to the race. Look at this! To the 4 a.m. starts, training harder, pushing further, hitting back, hard. To the fans, to the followers, and the haters. Come with us to the blood, to the sweat, and the broken bones. Cue rehab. We never quit. We never give up. We take control. To the world titles. To the world's first. The world's best. Come with us. We're just getting started.
It's going to be so much fun. I promise you.
In 1934, Bickford Ford opened their doors in Snohomish, Washington, and they've been an active part of the community ever since. So when you're looking for a new Ford truck, SUV, or hybrid, or if you want to take advantage of your current car's value, start at the place you can trust, the one that's been around for 89 years and is Western Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Family-owned Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
laddie, do you have a fallen tree or a forgotten log? Do you have some old wood planks that'll have a story I'd like to tell? Great. They'll mill it, prepare it, and finish the wood for your unique project. Let them take your storied old wood and turn it into a world-class piece of art. Grit, handcrafted, is something that will be treasured for a lifetime.
Searching for meaning in a relentless world. Always connected, but somehow alone. Trapped by illusion. We offer another path, where the battle to belong begins. Awakened by a calling, united by purpose, defined by the cause you fight for. No one can ever take away
You earned this, Marine.
what it means to be among the few, the proud, the Marines.
For 45 years, Snohomish County homeowners have relied on Home Comfort Alliance for heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical because of their award-winning customer service. Thousands of reviews reference Home Comfort Alliance as professional, knowledgeable, efficient, and technicians who are courteous, and they take the time to explain things. For all your home comfort systems, call 1-833-COMFORT and make your life more comfortable with Home Comfort Alliance.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
We're not here to take part. We're here to take over.
I am the beast.
1934, Bickford Ford opened their doors in Snohomish, Washington, and they've been an active part of the community ever since. So when you're looking for a new Ford truck, SUV, or hybrid, or if you want to take advantage of your current car's value, start at the place you can trust, the one that's been around for 89 years and is Western Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Family-owned Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
It's like a loot machine. All around town, people trying to get down. It's like a loot machine.
Back here on STSPN, live and direct from Joe Richard Court at the pit at Everett High School. Camp Harrell, Todd Elvig here with you. Got Sarah Elvig managing the helpers, we'll say.
She is in charge, actually.
The folks back in the truck, the cast of hundreds doing all the hard work. Everett trails by 10 here, 47-37. Let's take a look at the stats. Mount Vernon won the first quarter, but only just 25-22. But they found an answer primarily for Isaiah White in the second quarter, pulled away 22-15 for this 47-37 advantage. Scoring, let's see, Quinn Swanson leads the way for Mount Vernon with 19, Nyans with 12 points, 10 for Johnson, 2 for Dorsey, 4 for Lucatero. For Everett, 19 points for Isaiah White, but only a 3-pointer in the second quarter. 9 points for Juma, 4 points for Bloomfield, 5 points for Shuku. And we're underway. Everett basketball, straight away, Muhammad Juma. Working against the zone. Inside, finding space, but no good for White. Offensive board, but it squirts away. And down the floor they go. Couldn't get it to go. Johnson, basket up and good. I think that was Quinn Swanson, which puts him at 21. Inside, spin, move, got it to go. Isaiah White with the answer. He also has 21. 10-point lead. Everett needs a stop here in this man-to-man defense. Non-conference game. Passing, cutting, switching here. Mount Vernon, jab step, drive, pull up, jumper over 4 defenders. No. Offensive board up the chimney, big fella. Lucas Johnson didn't play much of the first half because of a little bit of foul trouble. But the big 6'7" post goes to the line for 2. Foul is on Shuku. That's his second. 49-39. Free throw in and out. He'll have another.
Thank you, sir.
Indeed. Dorsey, Nyans, Johnson, Swanson, and Johnson out there. Missed them both. Ford comes away to Muhammad Juma for Everett. Back the other way. Bloomfield drives and scores. The baseline runner. He's got 6. Scoreboard a little late catching up.
Not ours.
Drive and rejected. No foul called there. Mount Vernon crowd a little bit feisty. Layup short. Tap his putback up and in. Isaiah White seizes the opportunity. He has 23. Lead is 6, and the Mount Vernon folks are a bit incensed. Body up, man-to-man defense. Driving in, show and go. Dished off. Thought he was going to go for the 3. Swanson, he'll drive, and a whistle stops play. It's a foul on the floor, I think. White 1. Shuku with his 3rd. He may check out, and he will. Sub checks in the form of Mauricio Oh, never mind. He will not check in just yet. 3 ball up, no good. And rebound finally comes away. Shuku dropped it, lost it. Rebound ripped away, and they'll shovel underneath to Quinn Swanson. One of the niftiest plays you'll see all night. 51-43. Mount Vernon. Flip to the right side. Dribble drive, finding space. Can't get it to go. White. Rebound put back. Rejected out of bounds. Good block by Quinn Swanson. And now in comes Mauricio Garcia Luna to replace Shuku. Remember, new rules this year. No 1-and-1. 5 fouls a quarter, and then it's the double bonus. 3 ball from the corner over the defense. Ty Bloomfield with 9 points. Driving in, lost the handle Dorsey. Bulldogs get it back though. Backdoor, that's just old school big man basketball right there. Lucas Johnson, you can't teach 6'7". Just can't. Lobbed across, Bloomfield looks it over, says no. Baseline, drive, then flip. Not bad, Sam Lawless, not bad at all. 6'4", by the way. 53-48. Skipped back. One dribble. Lucas Johnson scores and a timeout on the floor. It's just a 30. We'll keep it right here. 5:05 to go in the third. 55-48. They're finding something here with Lucas Johnson.
Yeah.
6'7", and just physical. Doesn't always have to be pretty. It just has to be effective.
That's right. And you can't teach height.
You cannot teach height. You cannot teach 6'7". Broadcast brought to you in part by Monster Energy Drink, the U.S. military, Army, Navy, and Marines, and the Washington Officials Association. Howdy, Jeff Mattson. I know you're watching.
He does keep an eye on his officials.
Absolutely. And because of that, I have to treat them gently.
Yeah, that's right. And plus, he likes to come in and give us advice on what we're calling from up here.
Fair enough. I can use all the help I can get in that regard. 55-48. Gulls trailing, but with a basketball. 5 minutes to go in the third. Juma gives it off. Straight away. Garcia Luna sets a pick. Driving against it. Oof. Just beaten and banging against White. Mount Vernon with a takeaway. There's a quick strike three. No good, and taken away by the Gulls. Everett gets the stop. They have to cash in. Nope. The bank is closed as that one ski ramped up for Juma. Stolen away. One-on-one. Elevates and dominates. Isaiah White. That'll bring the crowd to its feet.
That'll make the highlight reel.
55-50. Cut the lead to a 5. Drives. 1-on-4. How in the world did that go for Quinn Swanson? 7-point lead for the Bulldogs. Britt. Just a simple drive down the lane. No good for Lawless. White got the board and a whistle and a foul.
I have to be careful. I've got the game going on the other screen here to keep track of it. And sometimes I go to help the score or whatever, and it's actually
a little
30
behind.
seconds behind.
Just a bit. Foul is on Michael Johnson, his first, team's first of the quarter. Subs will check in. Xavier Nyans in, replacing the big fella Lucas Johnson and his 4 points. Also had Moises Lucatero check in for Mount Vernon as well. Fed in, there's the dish. Lawless can't get it to go. White with a follow, no. Taken away. What a pass by Michael Johnson, winding up on his backside. And a walk. I got to say this, Mount Vernon is lucky. They're very lucky that walk was called, because that also was a charge. He was out of control getting in the lane, and the feet were set for the Seagulls defense. Good take all around for the boys in white. 7-point lead for the boys in black, though, the Mount Vernon Bulldogs. It is weird to see Mount Vernon in all black because they wear green. They're green and white. Their gang's green. I've seen the fans come in. And looks like we're going to have to wipe up some perspiration. Broadcast brought to you by Les Schwab Tires, the presenting sponsor. Les Schwab Tires of Snohomish County, doing the right thing here in our community.
And they were doing for next year.
That would also be the right thing. At least
that is the right thing.
I would say so. 3:38 to go in the third, and we are ready for play here. Bloomfield and Isaiah White will walk it up. Garcia Luna, Lawless, and Juma out there for the Seagulls. Fake the handoff. Lawless, Euro step, drives left it just short on the sweeping left hook. 5:20 to go. Third quarter. Three ball short, taken away. Lawless, and they're going to get the foul here on Moises Lucatero. Now they're calling it a little bit tighter as we get down the stretch. Fans from Mount Vernon not happy, thinking that the officiating has swung a certain way. Up the floor goes Juma with it. Gives off to White. Give, then go. Actually, give, stop, then go. White, the fadeaway. Pretty, but couldn't get it to go. Taken away Sokol for Mount Vernon. Sokol and Johnson out there, knocked away. Handled by Johnson, gives that one off. Lucatero, back to Johnson. Head to the corner, Sokol gets around the defensive Juma. Can't get it to go, though. Lawless up the ladder. Still a 7-point game. Lid firmly on the basket on both sides of the floor here at the pit. Lawless, skip pass back door. There's Ty. There's Ty. Found him. He was hiding. Ty with 11 points, and it's a 5-point game. 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Third quarter. Man-to-man defense. Pretty aggressive here. Actually, no, it's a matchup zone, and it's taken away. Right, one-on-one. Oh, my! In the open floor. 57-54. Isaiah White is on fire. 8 points in the quarter, by the way. Friday night crowd getting loud at the pit.
I haven't heard any seagull noises.
Nope, no squawks. Offensive board. Shoveled up the lane. Lucatero crawls it in. Give the assist to Swanson.
You've heard that before, though.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if it's pre-recorded or if somebody's just really talented. But it is loud when it happens. 5-point game still. Minute 20 left, third quarter. Whistle. And now we're getting a little tight here. When Swanson called for the infraction. Nope, excuse me. They did not call that on Swanson. They called it on Lucatero. Away from the ball, apparently. And now we got a full timeout on the floor to kind of sort things out. Minute 19 in the third. 5-point lead for Mount Vernon on STSPN.
Hey there, laddie. Do you have a fallen tree or a forgotten log? Do you have some old wood planks that'll have a story I'd like to tell? Great. They'll mill it, prepare it, and finish the wood for your unique project. Let them take your storied old wood and turn it into a world-class piece of art. Grit, handcrafted, is something that will be treasured for a lifetime.
For 45 years, Snohomish County homeowners have relied on Home Comfort Alliance for heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical because of their award-winning customer service. Thousands of reviews reference Home Comfort Alliance as professional, knowledgeable, efficient, and technicians who are courteous, and they take the time to explain things. For all your home comfort systems, call 1-833-COMFORT and make your life more comfortable with Home Comfort Alliance.
Back here on STSPN, presented by Les Schwab Tires. Follow us on X, Instagram, Facebook, and of course YouTube. And if you enjoy this content, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. It does help with the algorithm distributing us and letting more people watch Wesco High School sports. Amp Harrell, Todd Elvig here with you. Solid crowd here on a Friday night for a non-conference game. Everett trying to climb out of a hole. They trailed by 10. They've cut it to 5. They've cut it to 3. Little circus shot. Ty Bloomfield has had himself a day. Contact over in the corner. Mount Vernon will maintain. 18 on the shot clock. Drive. Spin. Oh, my goodness. The walk. This is aggressive defense from the Seagulls here. Mauricio Garcia Luna causes the travel of Quinn Swanson. 3-point game. Under a minute left in the third. Mount Vernon looking a little gassed out there. Left wing, Garcia Luna gives it up. Lawless. Right side to Juma. Juma, baseline drive, walled off by 2 defenders. That leaves him open. No, White couldn't get it to go. This place would have just gone to the ground.
It would have.
They would have registered that at UW on the seismograph. 15 seconds. 3-point lead here for Mount Vernon, third quarter. Shot clock is off. 7 seconds. Driving, scooping, got it off the window. Good look for Swanson. And that will put a lid on it for the quarter. He did draw the front rim. But it was just short. We'll step aside for a break. 61-56 Mount Vernon. Fourth quarter to come on STSPN.
In 1934, Bickford Ford opened their doors in Snohomish, Washington, and they've been an active part of the community ever since. So when you're looking for a new Ford truck, SUV, or hybrid, or if you want to take advantage of your current car's value, start at the place you can trust, the one that's been around for 89 years and is Western Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Family-owned Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
Back to it. Fourth quarter. Tough situation for both sides here. This is a Mount Vernon squad that if they trailed, it was early. They have led pretty much throughout. The lead was stretched out to 10. Everett has no quit in them, though. Question is, do they have enough stops in them here in this fourth quarter to retake the lead? Fight to the floor, and they're going to call a foul here. See what they call. I think that was a foul on, it was a foul on 3. Muhammad Juma hustling. First foul of the quarter. Inbound from Xavier Nyans. Lobs backcourt to Quinn Swanson. Also out there, the sub Lucatero, the sub Sokol. 3 on the way. Xavier Nyans couldn't get it to go. Offensive board. Good look for Lucatero. Swanson drives, left it short. Good defense there. Give credit to Ty Bloomfield, who wound up with it. Bloomfield and Lawless, Juma, Isaiah White, and Shuku back out there. It's a starting 5 for Everett. Stop, then start. Drive baseline. Good kick. 3 ball from the corner. Couldn't get it to go. Isaiah White looking for that answered prayer. Side 3, Sokol hits the top of the backboard. And it comes away quickly. Juma leaves it back. 1 on 2. Get it to go. Isaiah White. Isaiah White has 29 points. 61-58. Everett just chip away. Just keep hanging around.
Chip away. I like that.
Indeed. I believe I've heard that as a slogan for a chip repair company. 3 ball from the corner. No. Dylan Jacobs is denied. Up the floor. White hesitates. Left it back. Looking it over is Juma off a pick. ducks his head, pulls back from one. 3 on the way. No good, and a whistle. I think they got Shuku with a push. It's funny, the crowd knew it before the whistle blew. I heard the gasp.
Who's that 14?
14 white, that is Sam Lawless.
Yeah, he's going to have to set a little bit better screen.
It's been a little loosey-goosey. I believe Shuku's still out there. 4 fouls on him. Got to be careful here. 6:10 to go. You need the 6'5" guy out there. Remember I mentioned earlier, Mount Vernon, they can strike quickly, but they can also play it big. Driving in, 1-on-3. Dishes off. Nice pass. 3 on the way. Oh, missed everything. Tipped up.
Oh, my.
Offensive board and then dropped it on the inline. Yeah, they got that one right. Yep. Washington Officials Association, Jeff Madsen, they got that one right.
And you got to give these officials a lot of credit because they're stretched really thin this season.
Their
schedule keeps changing because they have to find enough officials to do all these games.
Fed back. White. Pull up. No. Tipped up and taken away Mount Vernon. 5:35. Still just a 3-point game. Driving. Whoa! Shuku got a piece of that. And there's a foul called, a loose ball foul on Mount Vernon. And the folks from Skagit County are losing their minds right now. I didn't see what happened. It was so quick. Lucatero just picked up. I had that as his 3rd. Scoreboard says 2nd.
Yeah, they didn't travel too bad for being an early season game.
That's a nice student section they've got over there. And then the parents are directly in front of us.
Which is better.
And then there's a walk. Little miscommunication over there. White and Juma. And the Fred Flintstone start on a brisk and wet day here in Everett. I'm reminded of that with the door open to my left.
And I love that, actually.
61-58. One of the best places.
As a big fella.
One of the best places in Everett to watch a game, though.
It is.
And there is a great take for Sam Lawless. Offensive foul, and the tempers are flaring here in an early season non-district, non-conference game. This place is getting loud. Amp Harrell, Todd Elvig here with you. Broadcast brought to you by Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing. Doing the right thing on our airwaves since 2021, in fact. They've been doing the right thing, though, a lot longer than that.
Yeah, I think it was
1953, I believe?
57, maybe?
57. I'll go with that. 61-58. Second foul on Quinn Swanson, by the way, after they sort everything out. 2-3 zone for the Bulldogs, leading by 3. No margin for error for Mount Vernon on the road at the pit. Backspin, hesitates, left it just short. Can't ask for much more than that from White. Up the floor, big basket for Lucatero. Gets loud in the rival gym. That was a big bucket there. 5-point lead for Mount Vernon. My goodness, they have taken over here. Elbow jumper, too long for White. Juma couldn't secure the board, and the big 6'7" dude, Lucas Johnson, comes away with a prize. A little hassling there in the front court. Kicked out, 3-ball, new. Offensive board, Michael Johnson for Mount Vernon. 1-on-2, dishes that one off. Elbow jumper won't fall in. Offensive board again, falls down. What's the call? Did they call a foul? Did they count the basket?
Oh, there's some people.
I'm not sure what just happened there.
They're conferring about it now.
Looks like, I think they counted the basket. No, though they apparently didn't. And now they're going to clean up some perspiration there.
We can take a second here to remind the parents that These refs are doing the best job they can.
Yes, they are. And again,
you might not agree with their calls, but you don't need to yell profanities at them.
Yeah, they're not volunteers, but they might as well be. The way that they have
like
to
us.
work. Yeah, fair enough.
We might as well be volunteers.
Yes, the Washington Officials Association needs officials. Pass that one into traffic, looking for a cutting Shuku, and it rattles out of bounds. Turnover to Mount Vernon, so we're basically all square here as everything was wiped off on the other end of the floor. Also want to remind the parents that if you appreciate these STSPN broadcasts, with or without me, let your coaches and your athletic directors know. Let them know you want STSPN here as often as possible. 3-ball no. Offensive board again. Driving up and under. Nice move. Ty Bloomfield. Assist to Sam Lawless. He started and almost ended that entire sequence. 3-point lead for the visitors from Mount Vernon. Handoff, looking back door, hesitates and dominates. Michael Johnson hadn't scored in the second half. Does in a big spot there with 3 minutes and change left. Isaiah White has carried the torch for Everett tonight. Looking for a pick. Bloomfield gives that one off to White. 1-on-2. Tapped and rejected, and they'll call the foul on the big fella. Lucas Johnson gets his third. And at the line 2 times. Mr. Everything right now, Isaiah White.
You know, if I had any comment at all about Everett, I think that they need to clean up their boards just a little bit.
Yeah, they have shot the ball pretty well tonight. We need a little bit more secondary scoring to help out Isaiah, who left that one just short. 29 points on the night, though, and still 3 minutes left in this thing.
Well, I mean, it just seems like Mount Vernon has rebounded a lot better.
Oh, yeah. And offensive rebounds for Mount Vernon, too. That's a very good point there. Got the second one. That puts him at 30. 65-61. 4-point game with 2:45 left in regulation. Mount Vernon basically hasn't trailed in this one. Driving in, getting separation. They didn't call anything on that sort of arm shiver. Rolling around on the floor, and they'll call the jump ball. Arrow will keep it. No, Arrow should actually give it to Everett.
Yeah, he's pointing Everett.
I don't know why in the world the student section was pointing the other way. I guess they were just being hopeful.
You know, if anybody from Northwest Ambulance is watching, our assistant producer's got a interview with them next week.
Oh.
Try and use a little bit of her EMT certification.
Sounds like a good plan to me. And we have had a lot of moisture on the floor here. Especially
I can't imagine if I was down there, there'd be a lot of moisture on the floor.
Well, I would just be the world's shortest point guard. And that's actually not entirely true because Spud Webb is actually shorter than me. And when you're done with this broadcast, if you want to find something fun, just search for Spud Webb Can Still Dunk on YouTube. He dunks in dress shoes against a G League team at like 42, I think. Crazy. Skips in. Circus shot up, no, and they'll call the player control foul against Sam Lawless. That is also the right call. Lawless just sort of launched his body toward the baseline.
That's what I would do.
Player control foul. Notice I didn't call it a charge. That's why it's a player control foul, because he was not under control at the end of that sequence. 2 minutes and change left. Be careful, country, here. Knocked away. Lawless guarding against Lucatero. On the hop, knocked away. Michael Johnson couldn't handle it. Shuku gives that one off. Sets his feet. Juma, 3 on the way. No! Offensive board. Shuku gives that one out. Lawless and a whistle. That's a timeout on the floor. We're going to talk about this one, and it's just a 30. So we probably want to keep it here. I want to thank our sponsors. The Washington Officials Association, U.S. Military, Army, Navy, and Marines. Monster Energy Drink. McDaniel's Do It Best hardware store. Les Schwab Tires, of course, of Snohomish County. Home Comfort Alliance of Snohomish and King County. Grit, Handcrafted Wood, the proud parent sponsor. Bickford Ford, American Family Insurance, Sally Petty Agency of Monroe, and Adrenaline Fundraising. And again, like and subscribe. Please share it. Help the algorithm spread this sports love around. And, of course, let your SIDs know, your principals, your, I don't know, church family.
Yeah, we're serious about that because actually all the help we can get from the viewers and the parents and the grandparents, it makes our job a lot easier. And it gets your student athlete a lot more views.
Absolutely, partner.
If they want to play second, go on and play on Saturdays.
Yeah, get some more exposure, more eyeballs. Absolutely. 4-point game here. Everett needs to score. Minute 40 left. Given back. Bloomfield, one-on-one. Drives, backs up. Good shot. No. Taken away. Nice stop by the Bulldogs. 90 seconds left. Mount Vernon wants to just put the dagger in here. Strung out to the corner. Ball fake there, given back. Swanson. Swanson has been the banner carrier for the Bulldogs. Can't get it to go there. Tipped up, tapped up, taken right back by Mount Vernon. In some trouble, and they'll say he stepped on the line, I think. No, a timeout. A timeout saves Mount Vernon's possession there. I think this is also going to be a 30. Let's see. Coach called the timeout. 4-point game. Yep, just a 30. So not enough time to step away. But we do want to remind folks that STSPN.com and all of our socials that you can watch us anywhere. It's always free and no subscriptions. That's very important as well, as I have some connections back in Tennessee. Always like to keep up on the sport, and I can't because it's behind a paywall. So no paywalls here. Just high school sports. Amp Harrell, Todd Elvig, Sarah Elvig, and the folks in the truck. And a minute 12 left in regulation. 4-point game. Everett trails at home against the visitors from Mount Vernon. Fed in. Shuku bats it, but it's saved by Lucatero. Handoff coming around. Swanson, 1-on-3, dishes off. Head fake. Good cover by White. And a blocking foul called. Is that Muhammad Juma? No, it's a foul on Sam Lawless. Team foul number 4. So after this.
Now, did Mount Vernon's crowd grow all of a sudden? Because I think that there was only about 4 rows, and now there's 6.
Well, they were probably hanging around waiting for a hot dog or something over at the concession stand. Business was booming before this thing got started, let me tell you.
Yeah, we want to remind Snohomish they need to get some regular eats over there. They just had candy, and that's not good for us.
No. There's a reason why broadcasters are usually pitching. Usually pitching the weight loss first of the year.
Yeah,
it's what we call a trade in the business and a testimonial.
Yeah, if you sit here and just eat Reese's peanut butter cups, it's good.
Yeah, especially since the calories we're burning are with the mouth. Free throw up and good. That's Xavier Nyans, his first point of the second half. Pulls it to a 5-point lead. Can't make it 6. Offensive board.
That's what I'm talking about.
They clean the glass.
They do.
Shot clock at 22. Oh, nice fake. Driving, scoring. Just put a gold star on that one. Print it out, stick it on the fridge. That's where that play belongs for Mount Vernon. White, straight away. Cold-blooded 3. Missed it offline left. And it looks like Mount Vernon is going to finish this thing off. 31 seconds left. 7-point lead, and it's foul time. Muhammad Juma sends him to the stripe. 5th team foul of the quarter, so that's when this takes effect.
Well, obviously, Isaiah White would be the player of the game if Everett won. But who do you got for Mount Vernon?
It's got to be Quinn Swanson, the guy shooting the free throws, because if my math is to be trusted, big if there, that just put him at 30. He has been the Isaiah White of Mount Vernon. Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game. Locked it up right there. Makes this a 9-point lead all of a sudden with 30 seconds left. Offhand heave, nope. Mount Vernon with the board and avoiding the fouls. Officials trying to swallow the whistle as much as possible. There's a foul on Sam Lawless. Might be it for Lawless. Let's see when it goes up on the board. 70, yep, that's it. Lawless has fouled out with 2 points and a big assist. So once we get the perspiration cleaned up, Lawless will sub out.
Special shout out to the athletic director here at Everett, Eric Hintz. He has gone above and beyond to help us out.
Absolutely. Appreciate the hospitality. Caden Jensen will check in, replacing Sam Lawless. Lawless certainly gave his all for Everett today. Looks like Mount Vernon's just going to be a little bit better tonight. At the line, looking to add to his 31-point total. Can't do it that time, and I like the hustle. I like the hustle from Jensen. Fresh off the bench and trying to get a board. That was a 2-shot opportunity there.
Yeah, he needs to do that on the second shot.
He got position, but the free throw went. 71-61. 3 ball, no. 14 seconds left, and now you can just run out some clock. 10 seconds left.
What number do we got?
That is number 10, Quinn Swanson, going to be our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game. Also talk about the Grit Handcrafted Wood Proud Parents as well. 71-61, your final score as the Everett Seagulls fall in this one. Again, 71-61, your final score. Everett drops the second game of the season, and Mount Vernon takes a big win. We'll step aside for a break, talk to our player of the game, and close it out from Everett after this on STSPN.
There, laddie, do you have a fallen tree or a forgotten log? Do you have some old wood planks that'll have a story I'd like to tell? Great. They'll mill it, prepare it, and finish the wood for your unique project. Let them take your storied old wood and turn it into a world-class piece of art. Grit, handcrafted, is something that will be treasured for a lifetime.
comes into hostile territory here at Everett High and gets a big 71-61 win over the Seagulls. Have our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game, Quinn Swanson, who, by my math, had 32 points. Congrats on the win, first of all.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So 32 points, had an explosive first half. You were the leader out there for the Bulldogs. Tell me what you saw on the floor.
We just play hard the whole game, try to move the ball around, but kind of struggled on defense, but second half we really clamped down and struggled on defense. Good.
Physicality really seemed to be the name of the game, and I mean you are drenched in sweat. You gave your all for the Dogs today. How physical was it down there at court level?
It was very physical. They let some things go, but they also called some things, and it was a hard, tough game, fought game.
Actually, that's something that I want to ask about that I didn't even think about. Some tempers were flaring. The calls weren't always going your way. How chippy did it get?
Not much between the players. I mean, when you go on the road, you're gonna have adversity. You just gotta fight through it. The refs, other players, you just gotta fight through it. And things might not go your way, but in the end, you just gotta strive for victory every time.
32 points on the day. Things went your way. What really worked out for you to get the points tonight?
I think shooting in the first half. I shot pretty well in the first half, and second half, I mean, shots didn't go down, but we just kept fighting, scrappy, got some points in transition at the end, and really helped us out.
How tough was it playing in this building?
Very tough. I never played here before, but I've always wanted to, and it's very, very fun to play in.
Absolutely. Well, you are our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game. You want to hold that up for the folks watching on YouTube, and this will be on YouTube for you to rewatch and hear me, butcher everything. But got to hold that up. And also, we want to recognize your parents as well with our new sponsor, Grit Handcrafted Wood, the Grit proud parent sponsor. So we're going to have a shirt going their way as well.
Okay.
Anybody you want to give a shout out to before we wrap it up?
Just my team. Great job, great win. Fight on next week.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we will let you off the hook here. Appreciate that. That's our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game, Quinn Swanson. And we'll get some information from him here in just a bit. But wanted to quickly run down some stats before we wrap things up. Isaiah White with 30 points and also 3 3-pointers, as best I can tell. 15 points for Ty Bloomfield for Everett. 9 points for Muhammad Juma, 5 for Shuku, and 2 for Sam Lawless. Meanwhile, for Mount Vernon, I already mentioned 32 for Quinn Swanson. Had some baskets and 1. Had a couple 3-pointers. He did have a whale of a first half with 19 points. Next on the team, 13 points for Xavier Nyans, 12 for Michael Johnson, 8 for Luca Taro off the bench, 4 for Lucas Johnson, and 2 points for Baron Dorsey. Final score, 71-61. Everett falls. But looking at it the other way, Mount Vernon goes on the road and gets a big W. For my broadcast partner and executive producer, that being Todd Elvig, also Sarah Elvig and the folks back in the truck, I'm Amp Harrell. This has been Les Schwab Tires STSPN Wesco basketball coverage. We'll see you next time.
It's like a loot machine.